Is it me, or is the world getting meaner and meaner with the day? So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to kind of rant today because I am having difficulty coping with people, certain group of people that I have to deal with every day. And it's annoying because every day you are trying to pick yourself up, but you are still attached to these people because you are in an employment. And yeah, so okay. So oh my god, I don't even know where to start. I am noticing something, and maybe it's about me because I kind of internalize everything. And I'm not sure if it's because of all the obstacling of traumas that I am going to kind of these phase, but I'm having difficulty in general with certain group of people. And this is obviously I'm currently in employment, and I have to work with people because that's the role that I'm in. I don't have an isolated role whereby I actually don't have to deal with people. That'll be the perfect situation, I guess, for now. So since last year, I left a job with one of the top tech companies, and that role was actually okay. I didn't feel that I was learning anything there, but I was operating on some highs, like achieving goals and targets, and so that was quite exciting. And I was also networking a lot. But I found out this company pushes you to your limits, basically. So the more goals you achieve, the harder they push you to achieve more goals. So when I was successful, for example, with one project, I'll be put into a more complicated project because they will see like, hey, she did that really well in a very short time frame. And like the management and executives are hearing about it. Like, okay, we have a challenge in this area. Let's put her there and see how she will cope. And so I was transferred to this different department, and eventually everything was going fine because I was still managing. I was just managing, okay, it's a workload that you need to deal with. And it became more and more because it was such a mess. Like the morale was very low, people were aggressive, and it wasn't really nice. And I started finding myself working in the weekend going to the office just to get some work done, that I wasn't able to finish because the work can never be finished. And so at one point I became so frustrated with the way everything was going. It was such a hassle just to go through the day because I found myself constantly complaining about things. And it's also not a nice kind of mode or state of mind to be in. And eventually I decided to leave. So I left, and then I went into another dinosaur tech company. And this company, the first challenge that I faced was I did not had any induction period. I came in, like, hit the ground running. That was it, literally, project after project, and I completed that. And still they were not satisfied, The compliments like, oh yeah, well done. Yeah, let's move on. How is that project going, Not even giving you a chance to take a breather. And so it was such a mess. They didn't have the right tools in place, whereas the other company actually had more tools in place to make you successful. It was actually too much tools, but this company lacked the tools and the processes. Nothing was in place. And because of the size of the company, the oldness and the rigidness and bureaucracy, I wasn't able to change things as I wanted to do. So I got frustrated, and then eventually, I think, yeah, there was an incident. My director forced himself into my house. Mind you, I did not invite him, and I never gave him like any signs or signals for him to come to my house. But he did this in a way whereby he felt like, oh yeah, he was coming to bring a Christmas gift, you know. And coming from the UK, I was not used to it. It's like in the UK, this will be lawsuit. A director just going uninvitedly to an employee's house. So I let him in, and I was kind of ashamed of my apartment because he came in and, well, actually nothing in my apartment has really changed. But that time when he came in, I was literally sleeping on the sofa because all I had was the sofa, and that was it. Nothing else. A sofa and a desk. That was it. And so he came in, you know, I was so surprised, like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm coming to bring the Christmas package. I thought it was like a good idea to do it. I went to 2 other colleagues and stuff. I'm like, okay. So he came in, and I think he saw that I wasn't really pleased about it. He told me that he tried to call me before, but he couldn't reach me. And I'm like, yeah, probably my phone was off or something. And then he invited himself literally into my house, started walking all around, looking, yeah, nice place, you know. And I understand this is Dutch boldness. Dutch people are very bold and kind of whereby other cultures will find it rude. This is quite normal. And I think if I would have never left the Netherlands, maybe I would not have thought a lot about it. But I was upset because he came into my house uninvited. I was not prepared to have somebody from work over. And also, it's not somebody that, I mean, it wasn't a company whereby I felt like I was going to make friends. So for somebody to come into my private space, that is invasion of my privacy. And I did not appreciate that. So eventually I left this company because I felt awkward. And this man, he was constantly trying to kind of, when I was leaving the company, for example, normally the process is that you return your laptop. Either the company will send a courier to pick it up, or you can return it into the office. And he was trying to make an appointment with me after this ordeal with coming into my apartment. He was trying to make an appointment with me for me to hand over my equipment to him and everything, you know. And I was trying to give him a sign like, oh yeah, I don't mind. I can come to the office and deliver it. So that's fine if a courier is not in place, you know. He said, no, I'll be in that specific location. So don't worry, let's meet up and then you can drop your things off. And I tried to get out of it 3 times. And he still didn't get it, you know. And so, yeah. Anyway, that apartment stood and I was like, I'm definitely not going to allow you to come to my house. So I told him, okay, in that case, I will meet you at that office, you know. And that was it. I left that company. And then I joined another company and I thought like, okay, going back into a kind of a startup environment that might be better since old established companies are so rigid, you can't do a lot. And maybe a startup is more innovative and there is a possibility to just change things, do things, invent things. And right now I find myself back at the same spot where I feel like I made a huge mistake. Like the role is not exciting. It's definitely oversold. I'm not learning anything new. Every week I have irritation, annoyance with the people that I have to work with. Like, I feel like some of them are so incompetent that I'm constantly putting out fires. And obviously you will have when you are changing things, you will have pushback, because people don't like to be pointed of the errors that they are making or their lack of skills in certain areas. So I had one awful male colleague. Terrible. And it's always those people, It's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something about me that, I don't know. And I could not get on with him. He was being rude. He was trying to sabotage me behind my back. He will, for example, send emails to seniors about something that I have said and that he didn't agree with and stuff. And then the seniors or the executive will push back to him like, hey, this is not how we go, how we deal with your colleagues among each other. And that's very toxic what you're doing and stuff. I was actually surprised, because this was the first time that people were actually standing up for me. Because normally in certain situations, you are all by yourself, And I am currently in a mindset whereby I just don't take crap from people. So I push back a lot, and I, not like talking back, but I do give my opinion. And if somebody is being rude or something, I just, I stick to what I believe in, what I think that is right, and I don't budge. Because I feel like, it's a job. So what? You fire me and then that's it. So, okay, maybe I'll be unemployed. I don't know. And then what? It's not going to kill me. So that's where this mindset is coming from, because I feel like I am at the edge. I am literally at the edge of patience, and that I constantly am coming across the same people over and over, and I understand and I'm aware that because of everything that I've experienced and self-fulfilling prophecy, that I'm constantly battling against the same demon over and over. So one demon is replaced. They removed that guy and actually promoted him into another role whereby we don't have to deal with each other, thank God, because he was making my life so miserable. I thought that would be the end of it. But then another one. It's like you cut off the head of a snake and then a new one grows up again. And that's literally what is happening. I am constantly being annoyed by people, that I think like, oh my God, I want to quit. Quit. That's literally every week going through my mind. Just toxic. And now I'm dealing with another one of these people who I don't know what it is, but it's the pettiness, the trying to put things in your shoes, that you haven't done, the revengefulness and stuff. People will say that Scorpios are the most dangerous creatures. I am a Scorpio and I am not even that revengeful. But these people, I don't know what it is about them. Either they are miserable in their marriage, lacking sex, or lacking acknowledgement or something, validation maybe that they are missing. And because of that, they are putting it on me because I am an easy target. It's really annoying me. It's upsetting me and it's giving me stomach ache. Like last week when I went to this shamanic healer, and I was talking about the things Like that for 3 weeks, I tried not to cry, and it was because I was pushing back my tears so much that it was having effect on my stomach, as I was having severe stomach aches, and just today it happened again. And I remember back with that German company, for example, at that work where this awful incident happened. 2 managers, both of them screaming actually, and one literally telling me, "Who are you? What do you think that you are?" That was the first time my heart started like skipping beats. I had like heart palpitation. And I feel like this company is again giving me like a new sentence, And I was telling somebody about how things are going. If I'm not careful, I will have a heart attack one day because of work. And that will be like the worst thing in your life, to die because of work. It's not worth it. These companies don't care about you. They don't care about you. You are replaceable, And of course, I'm good in what I do. So, but it's annoying me. And I have noticed that it's a particular type of men that I am having these issues with. And I'm not going to generalize, but it's a particular type of man, if you know what I mean. They misuse their power. And probably because if you kind of look at it from a psychology point of view, they feel probably inferior. And because of that, the next targets will be the female, or in this case, the black female. Double jeopardy. So, yeah, I'm just having tough time at work. I feel like I need to resign, but how do you resign if you don't have reserves? And it's not even as if the money that I'm receiving is so much. I mean, I'm in the freaking Netherlands and I pay like 50% tax. So it's just insane. It's crazy. And this is giving me headache. Like, why I'm constantly battling against these people, this type of people. Is it because I'm stressed out? Maybe I'm in a midlife crisis that I'm not aware of. But something is happening. Something is happening. I just want to work at a place. I don't know if you are experiencing the same thing, like work demons. That's the only way to describe them, work demons. I have a stalker who's a demon, and then I have work demons. It's not one person, it's plural. Plural. You kill one, and then the other arise again. Like one demon after the other, constantly. And there, it's like, in a normal world, if I wouldn't have to deal with them, I would not even notice them if they were walking in the streets, and that's it. Like, I will not turn my head to look at them. So this is what I'm battling with. I find it very difficult to just keep a job right now. I'm becoming like a job hopper because things happen at work and then I resign and then I move on to the next one, and I feel like everywhere is going to be the same, especially since COVID. It's like the pressure is up. I was speaking to an industry specialist, and I was telling her about this situation that I'm going through, and she mentioned also our industry is like this because we are dealing with people in power, And when you give people power, they kind of feel some certain way that they need to misuse that power to show that they are powerful. For example, when I used to go clubbing, I cannot stand bouncers. I'm sorry if you are a bouncer, but majority, 99.9%, are big dicks. And they will feel like so superior, because they are standing at the door and they can decide if you get in or not. I remember one place in London, for example, he was literally asking us, all women, girls, to open our coat so that he could see what we were wearing. How disgusting is that? Just misusing your power because of some stupid job that anybody can do, a brainless job. I hate it. I hate these kind of people. I cannot stand them misusing their power, So I don't know, maybe it's me, or the world is getting meaner and meaner. And yeah, I think last time I referred to Animal Farm of George Orwell, and probably this is it. We are in the animal kingdom, and I'm still a prey. I'm a prey to these evil men. Insignificant men that because of the position that they are in, they feel like they can get away with it, So yeah, this is it for today. I am tired of dealing with these people. Anyway, drop a comment if you are experiencing the same. There is a trend going on right now about quiet quitting and people not wanting to return back to work. Thank God I'm working from home. Can you imagine if I had to see them every day in the office? Oh my God, I would get sick. That's awful, 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 awful. So I am very grateful that I work from home, and hopefully I will never have to work in the office again unless I have really nice colleagues, kind people, kindness. That's what we all need, a bit of kindness and love in our life. I'm single, but still, I'm not being mean to other people because I'm single. Or because my situation is so shitty that I have to shit on other people. Why? Why are you doing that? Just deal with your issues by yourself, So, I just don't get people. And these are the kind of people that will go around and start shooting because they are angry somehow. And just put it on innocent people. Just pathetic. Get over yourself. It's too pathetic. So yeah, this is all I have to share today. Let me know how you guys are coping, and I know I'm still on my healing journey, but it's quite challenging when these things keep happening. And I really hope I am trying to avoid having a burnout or becoming somebody who's suffering from, one of those ladies that you always see in the movies who was with wild hair all over the place and little patience, angry. The types that you would describe as a Karen. I do not want to become a black Karen. So please pray for me and send me love and light. And also send all these angry male figures in positions of power, love and light. Clearly, they are all psychopaths, narcissists. So, and they need love and light more than I need, actually. So send all your prayers to them, please. Until next time. Bye.